Was that smoke? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome. Well, where do I start with this thing? The more I look at it, the more ridiculous it gets. This is, I think, the cheapest made looking toy keyboard I think I've ever seen. I'm not sure if it comes across on the film, but this is kind of a flexible plastic. You push on there and it just kind of deflects. It's quite banana shaped, as you can see. The battery compartment is just kind of hanging in there. It's I guess one of the tabs is broken off, but it's also this flexible plastic, so it's not going to stay straight no matter what you do. It says made in China in big letters right here. They want you to know that. It's broken in a couple of places, so you can tell that even though the plastic is flexible, it's not that strong either. The keys are cheap and cheerful. Well, not very cheerful. That one's popped out, as the case may be, but they aren't terrible, but they're not good either. Let me put it that way. We'll zoom in a moment to look at the buttons a little more clearly, but first I want to draw your attention to the two speakers, because this is the speaker here and this is not a speaker. It's made to look like one, and it even has little grill holes, but you can see the actual speaker through there, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, and it's actually only this big, not this big. Again, they cheaped out in every way possible. So let's zoom in on the buttons. Now you might think this is 8 buttons, but in fact it's one continuous piece of plastic with these buttons printed on it. And I have no idea if there are individual pads underneath there, or if you just press the whole thing and it skips to the next thing. I'm not sure how that works. So that kind of surprised me. But as I said, the more I look at this, the less surprised I should be that it's a piece of crap. Alright, so it says music selected, which presumably means music selection or something of that fashion. Stop here, that is a separate button, by the way. What I thought were like sliders are in fact buttons, and they appear to go, whoops, well, they appear to get stuck like that. They should have a pad on either side there, the way they've laid this out. So it says conversion here. I'm not sure what they're converting exactly. We have play and OKON. Again, your guess is as good as mine. Perhaps that's a Chinese term. Tone, we have piano and square. That's self-explanatory. It's either piano or a square wave kind of tone. We have tempo plus minus, volume plus minus, and then power on off. And this is in fact a slider, whereas the other ones are just, you know, very bad push buttons. It doesn't turn on just now because the batteries are flat. And then over here, we have power socket, one word. It's a little bit sunken in there. And then here we have karaoke, which I presume is for plugging a microphone in, and we have a microphone here to test that with later, assuming we can even get this to run. So now that we've seen all that, let's turn it over and see if we can get the batteries out. I don't know why they went to the trouble of putting a screw there. Oh, okay, we're actually missing a battery entirely. I wonder if these are any good. Green. Well, that's a result. I got 3 nice fresh double A's, so we'll keep those aside. That spring's a little bent, but anyway, as I said, it's not the best build quality in the world. All right, well, now we can test it. Let's zoom back out again. Okay, so the recorder is running. It's been running since I started this film, so let's turn it on and see what happens. Oh, it plays a little tune when you turn it on. That was kind of fun. Okay, let's see how horrible this sounds. Ooh, What is that even on? Is that piano or square? I'm not too sure. It could be either. Let's try piano then. Ooh. Okay, so it's monophonic. You can't play chords on it. Okay, so those are the tones, and the piano one sounds like it's sampled. And you can hear the artifacts in there if you squint. Alright, well let's see what we get when we press this monstrosity. It just keeps going, doesn't it? I wonder if there are more. Okay, there are, and so there must be pads under each one of these knobs. And we get a good selection of tunes. They are paraphonic tunes. There are two tones playing at the same time there. So we get 8 little tunes there, and they sound a little bit like something that would be coming out of an early Nintendo machine. We tried the tones, the tempo. Now, I wonder if that affects these. Let's try. Interesting. The volume. And interesting, it just cycles from soft to loud, soft to loud. It doesn't seem to go up or down depending on where you press it. So another cost-saving measure at work there. Okay, so we've reached the end of the board. Let's plug in the microphone and see what that does. This is an older mic, so... Whoa, geez. Well, we got something. I guess I should have turned it off first, but let's see.
Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, hello. Checkity check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Yes, I am coming through there.
Hello, I am speaking through the electronic keyboard.
Alright, so we'll turn it off again, and I think it's time we got inside, don't you? There's a lot of screws for something cheap and nasty like this, but I guess they kind of need them to keep it from folding in two. The soft taco of toy keyboards. Moment of truth. Well, that's underwhelming. There's hardly anything in here. Let's scooch it along so you can see everything. No expense spared. And as you can see, there is no speaker under this side, as I said earlier, and it is over here, just a tiny little guy. About the same as what you get in a McDonald's toy. We have one lone capacitor hanging out here, which bodes well for some kind of distortion if we're lucky. The switches are just kind of jammed in there. What is that one? Oh, that's the jack for the microphone, held on with one of those screw and washers in one. And that's our power in jack if we were going to plug it into the wall. I don't think I would plug this into the wall. Plugging this into the wall is the last thing I'd be doing because it might burn the house down. Let's continue and get this out of here because all the circuitry is on the other side. What little of it there might be. I'm not expecting great things. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, yes. Well, okay, it has two, so there's the stop button, and here is the, there's only two contacts under that nonsensical button majig. Alrighty, we can now see the circuitry a little bit. So the chip says NS8002. So, oh, and we have the black blob, of course. And I don't know if you can see that, but there are some little components, tiny micro components, surface mount, of course, poking out of there. They didn't quite get the epoxy over all of it. The rest is just surface mount nonsense. And the one full-size capacitor right here. Presumably that's to do with the amplifier. Ribbon cable comes in here, and we have the rest of the buttons over there. And as I mentioned, they are just a single contact. There's no up and down, it's just one button for volume and all that other nonsense. It's bizarre. And they didn't give you much in the way of printed circuit. They even cut a chunk out of it so that they didn't have to have a extra piece in there, wasting money. Okay, so we have the microphone over this side now, and the speaker is just hanging out by itself there. It was just a friction fit in the little hole there. Okay, so the most interesting part will probably be the capacitor here. Okay, now we can do some damage. Okay, well, I don't want to blow any of the components by giving them too much voltage from that capacitor, so let's just do some point-to-point stuff. There are a bunch of test points I see, so let's try those first of all. Music. Whoa. I think I might have touched something by accident there. Oh, wow. Oh. That's pretty epic. How do we stop it? There's the stop button. Okay, let's try that again, but I want to hear what's going on there. Oh, listen to that. Oh, wow. This is awesome. That's pretty epic. I like that. I'm going to write that in my notebook. The hot from the microphone, which is here, and I've clipped it to the switch over here off camera. And then we touch here, which is one of the keyboard contacts. We get that wicked feedback. Now I wonder if I just hold that there. The keyboard does still sound underneath that. And then if we play the demo, it just kind of interrupts it. Now I wonder what would happen if we touch the speaker. Yes, so which one is that? I'm going to assume that that's the plus right there, because that's the one that was most interesting. And okay, and then if we press that point there, the positive from the microphone to this point here gives us a jump in volume. To the point that I don't want to do that too much because it might blow the speaker up. There's another test point there, let's keep going. Ooh. That is the test point for the demo songs. And that one was pretty epic too. So far so good with this thing, but I'd like to find a pitch point if I could. Let's keep the demo going. Oh, listen to that. That was very interesting. We had some secret drum beats in there. The volume has dropped quite a bit here, and I can't remember which one is volume. Oh, it's that one. There we go. Lordy, that's a good one. What about this capacitor? Oh. We have one more test point down here. I wonder what it will do. Oh wow, that's the... We'll avoid this point, I think, because that's where the volume just shrieks at us. Was that smoke? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Was that smoke? Uh-oh.
Let's turn it off. Oh no, I let the smoke out of something. I let the smoke out of the transistor there. Let's see if it still functions in any way. Well, it all appears to be good. I think we'll call it there. I found some good bends. I've written them all down in my book here. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but it has a crack in it. The little black rectangle there. It's obviously still functioning to some extent. This is actually good that this happened, because it goes to show you that even if you're being very careful, or not as the case may be, you can still have components fail on you while you're circuit bending something. And usually in these toys it's like the black blob that goes first. But I don't feel too bad about possibly ruining this one as it's so low tier. So let's close this up for now. I've written down my bends, and I think soldering to the test points is a fairly simple job. A lot simpler than trying to solder to any of these components for sure, and possibly blowing them up. There's an interesting graphic there on the circuit board to do with the manufacturer, and then it says 2023 there. So there you go, it's a fairly new thing. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Let a bit of smoke out of the circuitry there, but it seems to be in good working order still, at least until that part fails completely. This... Oh, I see what that's about. So that lets you play a song just by pressing one key. Very badly, apparently. Yes, so, well, that's about it for the electronic keyboard. I'm still flabbergasted at how cheap and nasty this is, even though it has some quite interesting functions, and the sound is not that terrible. So we did find some good bends in there despite everything, and I think the best way to implement those is with like a row of momentary switches, so that you can press them in and out as you see fit while you're doing other things with the keyboard. There's always the possibility that pressing them in sequence will also give you further bends. That's something to test another time, maybe when I'm wiring it all up. So, and it keeps popping, the speaker keeps popping for some reason. Who knows? Maybe it's that transistor letting go finally. So, the electronic keyboard. It's about as cheap and nasty as they come. There were some surprisingly good sounds in there despite that, and it will turn into a quite capable circuit bend instrument with very little effort, about as much effort as they put into this thing in the first place. All in all, not a bad score for under $1. If you're paying more than that, don't. Thanks for watching.